My name is Sean Carr.
I'm Kage.
And you guys are from where?
We're from Binghamton, New York.
All right. How long have you each been wrestling?
I've been wrestling for 3 years.
Yeah, I'm on year number 12.
Okay, well, that's a difference.
Yeah, big jump.
Yeah.
Where'd you start?
I started out with the United States Wrestling Federation, trained out of Elmira, New York, and got my start up in the upstate area, and that's pretty much where I spent the first year and a half before moving on.
Okay, and
I got started in New Jersey, in Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey, with Gina Caruso with East Coast Pro Wrestling. So that's where I got my start, and then I'm just touring all over the place.
Okay. You both have obviously very different styles.
Yes.
What are some of the highlights from your career?
Oh man, I mean, honestly, just being here at 2CW is a big highlight for me. I just love being here.
Okay.
I mean, right now, my stage of my career right now, this is a highlight, but probably the biggest highlights are wrestling overseas, Germany, Puerto Rico, probably wrestling on SmackDown and getting my tryouts with WWE. So those probably the main highlights of my career.
Who'd you wrestle on SmackDown?
Legion of Doom.
Really?
Yeah, right when they were the tag team champions, won the titles of Great American Bash, and me and Chris Hamrick.
What was that like?
Actually, it was more nerve-wracking to do the indies than it was to do WWE. But I mean, it was a great experience. It was just, it was awesome. I mean, but it wasn't as overwhelming as I thought it was going to be. But you know, it was a great time.
How was it working with the Legion of Doom?
Real easy. Animal, really nice guy. Heidenreich was like super nice. I mean, and to a guy like me who was basically a nobody to them, you know, they treated me with the utmost respect, and so that was a great thing.
They used to work for the 50s. Not anymore.
Anything really weird ever happened to you in the ring?
Oh man, weird happened to me in the ring. Well, actually, wrestling you, when I try to get you to laugh at, we always, whenever I wrestle him, I always try to get him to laugh or something. So like we had this big match planned out, and we got face to face, and I looked at him, I was like, dude, I forgot everything. And then we went into it. So, but yeah, you know, things like that.
Where would you say your career goals? What do you want to do?
I mean, anybody who's in the game, you know, they eventually want to get to the big shows. Me, I'd like to get there. That's definitely an end goal. A goal for me would be Japan. I'd love to wrestle over there. I'd love to continue with 2CW and you know, expand into more like Ring of Honor and Chikara, you know, all that stuff. So those would be my goals.
What about you?
My goals are to hopefully have a longer career here with 2CW, see where this goes and see how this just keeps growing and getting bigger and bigger. Obviously, I'd like to keep doing my overseas. I do have tours planned with Germany coming up, possibly Hungary, so international tours are good. There's other options, you know, full-time gigs. I realize I'm at a stage in my career where maybe the Eat Fed is a little bit, you know, maybe not going to happen, maybe a TNA or something like that. But I think I'd just like to get another good amount of years, you know, and see where things go and where I end up, you know.
What's the worst injury you've ever had?
Worst injury was working with World League Wrestling, Harley Race's promotion in Missouri. Took a kick to the side of the head and instantly crumbled to the mat. The whole left side of my body was paralyzed, couldn't move it, and don't even remember finishing the match, but I do remember once the guy yanked my legs, I got the feeling back in my body, but had a major concussion, a halo I could see spinning around, so
wow,
that was the scariest.
And you?
Mine would be when I wrestled Cheech in Binghamton in the Grand Prix tournament. He did his deal where he does the drop kick and then the 619. On the drop kick, my shoulder kind of was between the turnbuckle and my body weight. So as his body weight went against mine, it tore my pectoral muscle off the collarbone, and I had a small contusion on the collarbone and a separated shoulder. So,
wow.
Yeah, that sucked.
If you could change anything about the business, what would it be?
If I could change anything, it'd be the young guys coming up. to learn a little more respect, learn to respect the guys that have come before them and pave the way for them, because that's definitely lost.
What about you?
Nowadays it's kind of like it's really easy to get into the wrestling business. Along with him, I mean, me and him, and we wrestle every weekend just about. And when you go to some of these indie shows and you see guys that aren't fully trained, they don't have gear, they don't look like wrestlers. That really annoys guys like me and him who spent, hours in the gym and money trying to, buy gear to look the part of a wrestler. So that to me, if I could change anything, just people looking more professional.
Okay. Do you have a web presence?
I got Facebook.
Okay.
Just look me up on Facebook, Sean Carr, SeanCarr, and I am on Twitter at Hybrid Sean Carr, so that's pretty much all I got.
And you?
Yeah, Facebook.com/Charles Seely, SZILI, and then Twitter, it's @Seely33.